It's not something you should take. It's not something you should take pride in.
You see, it becomes now a competitive maneuver.
Yes, Christmas is competition.
I have more streaming lights on my house than you've got on yours.
And it's streaming down to the children. It's getting into the children. This is a learned behavior from the children. The children are also practicing it. So that's what we are talking about. Dave, you stay with us?
Yes, I'm still here.
Yeah, but what I am thinking too, I am listening to Dave, and what I am thinking too, I have never really given my daughter a gift that she wants. I look at her needs, and I give her the gift according to her need.
Yes, yeah.
And I think that is the best.
Yeah, because you may give her something which you think is better than what your neighbor gave hers, and you may give her a pair of shoes, and they are as tight on her foot as a booby trap.
Mm-hmm.
And she's scotching with them, but because they look pretty and they're expensive, and look where they came from. And the other person with another pair from a place less prestigious, but comfortable. You see, those are the things that happen. It is this competition where...
Yeah, I think Christmas now is a competition.
That's what we are really focusing on tonight. But we do understand how families come together and they feel joy. When you look at the children, you see the joy and the happiness and how they open their parents, their presents and so on. We're not really denying that. That is something we encourage and we share. But when you have more than your neighbor and you feel good about that, the fact that you have more than your neighbor, and your children and your kids see you behaving that way, there's a joy, and you want to talk down about your neighbor because your neighbor put up back the same curtain that she didn't paint her house and so on. This could never have no place in Christmas. This kind of attitude could never have any place in Christmas.
And I believe, according to John, every day should be Christmas. Every day should be a day to share with your family.
Of course. There'll be less animosity in the world, you know?
So when December come, you won't have to have this stress to go out and finding this expensive gift and stuff like that. Because if Christmas should be about Jesus, you know, what we are saying, we are celebrating his birthday. Christmas should be about him. But if we look at it, we take it on ourselves, and it's more like if it is about us and not about him. But if Jesus has to come, I am sure he's going to tell you, go and look for the poor person out there and give them something. Forget about me, because Jesus is not about the gift that is the best gift that is wrapping in the package.
And in as much as you have considered this the least of my brethren, you've considered me.
Right.
You don't run and give it to... There's some of us that would make sure that we get a gift to some eminent gentleman, some person of public figure. We feel good to know that we sent a card there, that your name can be seen on a card on that person's rack. And then there's another fellow out there that could do with just a slice of cake. And...
So John, what we want to do, let's take a wind-up comments from the two callers, and then we'll get into the emails. And so let's give the callers a chance to respond, and we'll get it back to the emails and then come back and do...
Yeah, David. Apparently, I think that I'm being misunderstood a little bit, somewhat. When I said that, you should know your child, understanding between you and your child, not that I'm saying to give it the gifts that it wants. I am merely saying that when you get to understand, from your teachings, because it can only go hand in hand with the teachings that you would have handed down. And when you get to know your child, you would be a bit closer, a tab closer to understanding their likes and their dislikes. So you can now better moderate and where it is a time of giving that you can select, although that there will say, I need a Xbox 360 for Christmas. They might say that out loud, but it don't necessarily mean that you would give them that, based on knowing their likes and their dislikes as a parent, as a friend to that child. Now you can select something which is appropriate. They may already have a Wii. They might already have some Nintendo game, and you might not see it fit, or your pocket might not be that deep to handle that at the time. But because that now you know that child, you can now make a decision and give that child a gift that they would appreciate, they would enjoy it, and they would not, got the Xbox 360, but now they can still appreciate it and still have fun.
But Dave, I agree with you, but you can also give them the Xbox 360, but what about if they contribute to it, and not contribute to it financially? What about if they do something, doing something that you will appreciate that they do it, and say, look, this is what I want you to do, this is how I want your grades, this is how, so they work towards it. Even that will make them appreciate it, The
yes,
Xbox 360.
I agree. I agree with awarding too. If you done something that deserve that award, okay, I can agree with that. I can give you that Xbox 360 because you have worked towards it, and it shows that you are part of the team. So if you are part of the team, I have no problem, to contribute in that way and to make you happy. You make me happy, I make you happy. Not that, looking at that, it's reciprocity. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. But the mere fact that it shows me that you're willing to be part of the team. And if you done such a thing, then I have no problem doing such things.
That's correct. That's the family team, the contribution to the family. You make,
correct.
You mind you're a child, our family is a unit, and everyone in this unit has to make a contribution to this unit.
That's
even
right.
Even if you were 2 years old, you bring them into the unit as early as possible.
We have an email.
So they grow with that. Yeah, so we have an email. And Dave, we want to thank you for your comments, and we really appreciate you calling, and we want to say keep listening to CCV Radio, and your comments was really valuable tonight. So thanks a lot for calling, Dave. Yeah.
And there is an email now from...
Oh, Lydia. Oh, yes, that's Lydia could give us winding up comments.
I still do believe that Christmas should be a time of sharing with your neighbors, with your friends, and I still do believe we should look at the needs of our children. We have to understand their wants and their needs, and we should look at the needs of our children and bought them gifts according to their needs and not according to their wants. We have to realize that, and always remember, we are the one who are setting the example, and what we do, remember, they are going to come up in that same line. So let us give them according to their needs and not according to their wants.
Okay, Lydia, we want to thank you very much and wish you a good night, and we want to tell you, enjoy the rest of the week and also the Christmas, So I suppose you start all your baking and thing already, Lydia.
Of course, I'm going to start on Friday. I was doing some cleaning today. You take care.
All right, Lydia, thank you. Have a good week and have a good season.
Okay, there is an email, and this comes from Karen. Hello, Karen. A very good evening to you. And Karen says, from a cultural perspective, the Caribbean Christmas is replaced with the American version. Christmas is joyous due to the past memories we hold on to. From a cultural perspective, the Caribbean Christmas is replaced with the American version.
And I
Christmas with joy is due to the past memories we held on to. Yeah.
Well, I really thought I think when she said the American way, I most likely I believe she probably talking about the in terms of the commercializing of Christmas, but in that terms of. So I want to thank you. So what we do, thank all the callers tonight, and thank you for your email. But what we want to do before we sign off, we want to give you John and Cyrus a closing opportunity to make your closing remarks before we wind up here tonight. So.
Oh, okay. We give our guests then the first chance.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Cyrus?
Yes. The spirit of Christmas. I was looking for the lyrics here, but from what I remember, it says, the spirit of Christmas. It's not the things you do at Christmas time, but the little things you do all year round. That gift you send on Christmas Day will not remove the memories of the one you turned away. The little child you hurt, or the words you said out of turn. I say to all our listeners tonight, as we contemplate this season of giving and sharing, let's remember that's what it's all about. Giving and sharing. And remember, Christ himself said, it is more blessed to give than to receive. We will never experience true happiness, true joy, and merriment until we recognize and achieve that happiness that comes from giving, from sharing. For no one cares how much we know until they know how much we care. And we care. That's why we are here.
Okay, Cyrus, we want to thank you for your invaluable contribution that you made with us tonight, and we hope that you will be us sometime in the new year. You will join us from time to time, and I want to wish you all the best for the season, and have a good night, good week. And, yeah.
Okay. Well, now, I am looking at Christmas as what should be the spirit that runs throughout the year. But to take an isolated week from the year and emphasize it is like defeating the purpose. Christmas is said to be a time of giving. But we should accentuate the giving at Christmas time. But by accentuating the giving means that we should be giving and being there for each other throughout the year. And coming to the end of the year, let that be the big bang. What we were doing all year long, let us come together now as a conglomerate and really punch it up for the end of the year. It should not be this contest as to, look what I've got. And I know that we have seen it on our doorsteps, we've seen it around us, that people go out of their way to spend what they haven't got, to buy what they don't really need, just to impress people they don't even love. Let us change that. And I would always want to say to you, whether it be Christmas or any other time of the year, that everybody has to be somebody to somebody to be anybody at all. Yours truly, John, from Barbados, wishing you all the best all year round. not just at Christmas time. So until we meet again, bye for now.
Thank you, John, and hope you have a happy holiday. All the best for the new year, and all our listeners have a great holiday and so on. This is our last program for the year, and I want to say how I have enjoyed this tremendously from all the feedback we have got, all the comments that we have, those who disagree with me. It helped me, and I appreciate it because you did it with a lot of dignity and respect. Nobody never actually had disrespected me in any way, and I appreciate all of the comments and look forward to bringing more of these programs to you in the new year. And so hope you, all your listeners, have a wonderful season, and you and yours, your family, will enjoy the best of it, and so on. And I want to say though that if you want to reach me personally, my email address is lbg@ccvradio.com. That's lbg@ccvradio.com. You can certainly reach me there at any time for a comment or suggestion about a program or anything that you want to make, or you could even send your email to ccvradio@ccvradio.com if you have a suggestion also or a topic that you would like to hear us discuss in the new year or so. So I want to say that I enjoyed the program tonight tremendously. I want special thanks again to our guest Cyrus, and to you, John, and all the crew and the members of CCV Radio. It was a pleasure working with you throughout the year, and I look forward to doing the same in the coming year. I want to say hello to all our listeners who are tuning to us, a special guest who are not tuned in at this time out in Seattle, Washington. Ellen and I, we hope to have you and all join us on one of these forums, one of these programs in the coming year. So I take this opportunity to say once again, all the best for the season, and enjoy. I look forward to seeing you here back in the year 2013 in good spirit, good health, and ready to do battle again. My name is Leon George, and I want to say happy holiday, signing off for tonight.